all. It's 20th of April 2024. We are recording video on the Nifty, and here we are trying to understand Nifty's trend for the next week. So we discussed last week that Nifty is having potential support near these two areas, and Nifty could take support near 22,100. That's what our view was, and we were expecting an up move. Nifty came back in this support zone. It had broken the 22,100 and made a low near 21,800 and then gave a bullish candle. So what will be the trend for the next week, and what is the Nifty's direction for the next week? Let's try to find out. First, we'll check Elliott Wave, and then we'll check price action and indicators. Elliott Wave front, we talked last week that Nifty could be making 1-2-1-2 pattern. So this was the first wave that we were assuming, and this was the second wave that we were assuming, and this was another internal 1-2. That's what we were assuming. We were expecting it to take support near 0.600 Fibonacci, but it has breached that level and gave a sharp bounce without breaking this low, right? So this is still 1-2 possible, and this can still be A, B, and C. Okay, so A, B, and C zigzag. It's still possible. So right now, when we have to consider this wave count, it has to start a bullish move and break this swing high. Until this swing high is broken, we should not consider a bullish move. Something like this can happen. 1-2-1-2 pattern again. It can make and start on the lower degree, and it can start going higher. This time it needs to break this high with the gap. Then it will be very bullish. Continuous rally can be expected once it breaks this high with the gap. So this is what my the first view that I have. Then second view is alternative approach that we also talked, that one wave could be finished here and wave two could be coming here, and this could be expanded flat correction with A finished here, and somehow this could be B wave, right? A three wave pattern must be there. So this should be three wave, this should be three wave, and then this should be five wave sequence. So five wave, something like this, it can do. Okay, so wave C could finish here. Okay, so this is how the chart looks that I'm talking about, and this is the first chart that I talked on. 1-2-1-2, and then a move could be going like this, breaking the all-time high of 22,776 with the gap. Then we will have a bullish move going on the upside, and this is the chart that we are talking about, is with the ending diagonal structure. This wave C mostly should be ending diagonal. If it opens gap down, it can open gap down here and then go here. Okay, that could be also in a zigzag structure. So in case it opens gap down, watch out, a move like this can come, and after that, by the end of the day, it may again fill the gap and then break up this swing high. If this thing happens, then break of swing high should be watched for, considering the start of new up move. So again, the up move may not happen exactly in a straight line. It will come like this. It will form a base, by the way, and then go higher. So always expect a base formation. Without base formation, mostly direct shootout does not happen. Let's see, since this is third wave that we are expecting on the upside, that case is also possible. So if this is an expanded flat correction, then do expect a bullish move on the upside. We are not considering any bearish counts as of now yet, and you need to consider the height of this particular wave 3 as well. If the height of this third wave is smaller than the fifth wave, let's draw that and see where the level comes at. So these are the levels that we need to watch for. And again, there is a 0.600 Fibonacci nearby. So until 21,600 is not breached, or 630 is not breached, this is safe to assume it can make a smaller low below 710. It can go maybe 680, it can touch and then give a bounce back. Then it's still a valid ending diagonal. So this is one thing that we need to make sure. If it opens gap down and starts to go down, if it goes beyond 630, this is not ending diagonal, and this could be something else that we have to consider. So when you plot Fibonacci Fibonacci retracement from on these 2 points, then the 0.600 coming at 21,667. Most likely it won't breach if it is forming an ending diagonal and then it will take support somewhere here and then shoot higher. The strength is still there on the upside, because you can see here the gap was closed, this gap was closed, right? There were three gaps, gap 1, gap 2, right? And then there is a gap 3. This third gap was filled in this move, right? This third gap was filled in this move, and then again it opened gap down, fourth time pushed higher, right? So clearly the strength is coming on the upside right now. The downtrend is weakening. Otherwise, the gap wouldn't have been closed, and this swing low have been broken decisively with the open gaps themselves, right? So I'm considering that the downside is weakening now, and whatever we have to do is we have to look for the bottom and trade once it breaks the swing high. So that's all on the Elliott Wave. Let's quickly check the price action indicators and try to understand what's happening with the EMAs and RSI and Aron indicator. We talked that Aron is sideways, showing sideways move because the lines are parallel. You can see we talked last week that there is a next support at 100 EMA. So this can repent, and means moving averages, you know that they repent, right? So if the move happens like this and it breaks high, right, this will come like this, and you will later see that it has taken support near 100 EMA, but that's not the case. It has repented because of the price move. So it adjusts based on the price. That's something that's possible. But for us to understand, because here it had taken support 2 times, here and here on 48 EMA, this pink, this yellow line where it had taken support 2 times previously, it has broken that last time, but again pulled back and closed exactly above the 48 EMA, right? So 48 EMA value, you can see here, it just have closed above that. So it still has respected support. That's what we can say, because in only one session it recovered and closed below 48 EMA. We should not say as of now that it has taken support near 100 EMA. So the second pattern that we talked, right, expanded flat correction, breaking this low and then making ending diagonal and then shooting higher, that's also a possible case. So in that case, maybe we can say that it had taken support on 100 EMA and then bounced back. So these are something that we have to say that these are some predictions, but mostly price is what we need to rely on. And you can even see when we can plot a parallel channel here that has been broken, right? You can plot the channel like this. That channel was broken. So a small move can also come, since there is an Iraq-Israel war going on. So we have to take into consideration of that as well. But definitely it's not something that it's completely bearish, and any bounce and pullback about 13 EMA is what I would watch for. So 13 EMA is short-term moving average. Price has closed below that. So if price again closes about 13 EMA, then I would consider that the bulls have returned back, right? So that level is coming around 22,310. So somewhere near 22,326 that we have this candle's high that needs to be broken. That's what the first condition is to consider that the bull move start. And if it opens gap down, it can make another low somewhere near 22,700 to 680 levels. And even RSI, you could see RSI is below 50, so it's considered as bearish. But yeah, once it breaks out and breaks 13 EMA, I would consider that the move could be ending for the bears, right? And then there is a chance to head higher. Hope you like the analysis, and I want to start a series where we will connect on YouTube Live and discuss on the stocks and charts. It will be just for educational purpose to let you understand how we can do swing trading, where we can do risk analysis, how we can do the risk analysis, what is the position size we need to keep in a market condition like this one, right? It is going sideways since last 3-4 months. So in this case, if you are trading Nifty, you will definitely lose a lot of money. So instead of that, if you do a stock specific analysis and then you can gain a better in that. So swing trading is something that that is also interesting. So let me know in the comments if you want a session, a live session. Every weekend we will discuss 2-3 stocks which could be in a limelight, which could be making a move. We can discuss that. Let me know in the comments if you want to. Without your support, I'm not thinking of starting that session. So yeah, waiting for your reply in the comments. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Bye. Take care.